All right. Good morning, everyone. Happy spring. Happy Saturday. Happy March 20th. My name is Denisha Toby Richards, and I will be one of your moderators today. I am an academic advisor at the College of Business, specifically for undergraduate students. And I would like to open it up by introducing our very lovely Dean John Williams, who has a message of welcome for us.
Well, thank you, Denisha, and good morning, everyone. It's great to see all of you, and welcome. Hopefully this is going to be a great information session. We're extremely excited about it. And I'll just give you a little bit about the college and the university, and then you can interface with our great panel of student ambassadors, and the moderator will be Denisha. Once again, we're very excited. You know, the College of Business, we're listed among the best business programs nationally. We're in 47 different states and 53 countries. That provides this unbelievable cultural experience that you can have when you come to University of Massachusetts and be in our Charlton College of Business. We're a Tier 1 university, that's the top. We're number 6 most affordable public university for in-state tuition, and number 17 for out-of-state tuition. This is exactly what we want. You see it all the time where universities, the cost of that is going up. The student debt they carry over is tremendous. What we have here gives you the potential to come in and graduate and have little debt or no debt. That's exactly what we want as you go out into industry. We want you to leave and not be burdened with that debt. Another important fact is we are a 16 student to 1 faculty member ratio. That means for every 16 students, there's 1 faculty. As you look nationwide, that's very atypical to have that. That allows us to really concentrate on you, the student, care for your needs, and guide you. Denisha is one of our fabulous advisors that we have within the college, and we're blessed with having several advisors for your experience. I'm sitting here in my office, and we've got this sensational building. It's fairly new, and what's really new that we only added on a few years ago is we've got a learning pavilion with 22,000 square feet. We've got great technology. We offer smart classrooms. And let me tell you, the atmosphere is just wonderful. So between classes, we've got an atrium-style building where you can go and relax, sit back, study, do whatever you please. It's just a wonderful experience. And it's on this tremendously safe campus. And it's a very, very park-like setting. It's a wonderful place to be. Let me just finish up before the panel begins and say 97% of our students upon graduation have a job or are going on to graduate school. This is what we seek. We're a college of business with tremendous successful programs that offer you great industry jobs. I'm out in industry all the time here, whether it's by Zoom or actually doing meetings face-to-face with the community, the business community. They love our graduates. They know they're successful. They know they can hit the ground running upon graduation. They're ready for industry. We take a lot of pride in this. Our coursework is exceptional, and industry really values that. If anything I get back as far as a complaint from industry is, give us more graduates. We want more. We want lots of them. And that's what we're here for, to satisfy industry and make sure our graduates immediately upon graduation go out and are highly successful. We're excited you're here. I wish you all the best. I hope you get a lot out of the Information Center today. And I'm going to turn this back to Denisha and our wonderful student ambassadors. You should get information from them. Student to student is the best form of information. You can network with them. You can get information from them. And let me tell you, they are exemplary. So as you see this exemplary student that we have here in our student ambassadors, just know that that also permeates over into the entire college. That's what we're about, and we're proud of it. Denisha, turn it over to you and have a great panel conversation.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dean Williams. And what a great segue into our student ambassador introduction. I would like to take the time to individually introduce these amazing students, hardworking CCB students. I will start, and then if you could each just, maybe give your name, what major you are, your year, maybe a fun fact. Did suggest your favorite CCB course, perhaps. And so I will take it away to them. So we can start with Edward. Edward, will you introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Edward Lundy, and I am a junior marketing major with a minor in management. And a fun fact about me is that I can play the violin and I can play the piano. One of my favorite things about CCB is the family-like feel and atmosphere. In terms of CCB support, I feel like I get support from just about everyone, and it doesn't matter if you're a CCB student or a non-CCB student. You automatically feel the love, and you automatically feel like your family within CCB, and everyone around here wants you to be successful, and everyone will pretty much do anything to help you out. And yeah.
Thank you, Edward. Thank you so much for that. I would like to then introduce Giovanna.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
My name is Giovanna Silvera. I am a senior management major with the option in organizational leadership. I'm super excited to be graduating this spring, but also sad to be leaving the CCB and the family. It's just such a good environment to be in. And my favorite Charlton College of Business course, I would say, is Human Resource Management so far. It's been really fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Giovanna. Narcisse, welcome.
All right. So hello, everyone. My name is Narcisse Kunda. I'm a junior. I'm doing a double major in management, leadership, and marketing. And I live in Fleming, Massachusetts. And a fun fact about me is I really love apples. I think they're the best fruit in existence. And my favorite course in CCB would have to be, I forgot the title of the class, but it was management 452, and it was a class about presentation and interpersonal communication. And it was with Professor Einstein, and the class had less than 10 students. And it was really it really felt like a family. The class was relatively small, and we learned about really all different topics. And we got to do a whole bunch of presentations and learn about skills and ways to be a better communicator. And I really enjoyed that class. And yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Narcisse. Sandy? Oh, Sandy, I think you might be muted. We'll come back to you, Sandy. All right, let's come back. We'll try again. Sean?
Hi, everybody. My name's Sean Fleming. I'm an accountant major here at CCB in UMass Dartmouth. My favorite class was Management 271 because the entire class itself is a collaborative effort, and all of us work together on projects, and you really get to meet a lot of your peers, and it definitely brings everyone together as a family. So it's definitely one of my favorite classes to take part in.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sean. Sandy, we try again? Testing, testing. No? We'll keep coming back to you, Sandy. All right. We'll come back around the circle. We're going to start right off with the questions here that I have listed. And so let's just start with Giovanna. You're the first one here on my screen. So let's go right to the first question. What do you consider to be the most important things to do in your first month at UMass Dartmouth?
Well, that's a good question. So, looking back, freshman year, I'd definitely say the first month was a month of kind of settling in and just getting to know the campus and getting to know people. And I think, something really important is just kind of putting yourself out there. Looking back, I think I could have done a little better at that because I was so shy in the beginning and I wasn't really super extroverted. I wasn't someone who kind of went out of my way to talk to people a lot. So I would definitely say networking just with your friends, and just making friends freshman year. I know it can be hard for some people. I know a lot of people come into their freshman year and they're maybe from a small town and, they didn't come from a really big high school setting. So they might not be used to having so many people around them. And I would definitely say number one thing is to just kind of put yourself out there and kind of do something different. College is where you can expand and meet new people and network. So definitely go for that.
Thank you, Giovanna. Would anybody else like to add to talk about what they consider to be the most important?
Sure, I can add a little something.
Sure, thank you, Sean.
Something that I definitely recommend starting out in your freshman year is talk to your advisors. Understand where you want to go from the ground running. It's definitely something that I didn't do, but I necessarily recommend it for everyone. Definitely go talk to your advisors at the very beginning to have a platform for where you want to be for the next 4 years.
Thank you for that plug, Sean. Yes. Be sure you get to know us. We're friendly. We love you. Come on. Thank you. Anyone else want to add maybe? No, I think the only thing that I would piggyback on with Giovanna's point is really to put yourself out there. I think a lot of us come very much with a comfortability level at a certain point, but definitely take higher education and being here as an opportunity to push yourself outside your comfort zones. Be willing to do the new things, to talk to people directly, to really start strengthening those muscles of what it is to self-advocate. Because I think it's not something that a lot of us are really born naturally with doing, right? But I think when you come to school, especially in CCB, it really helps. And it's a skill that will really benefit you when you go forward. So that's what I would like to add. But all right, let's move on to the second question. How did you choose your CCB major? What factors helped you decide? I'm going to call out Narcisse.
Yeah, so interesting. I actually started school as undecided, and it was because I originally applied as engineering, and I figured I didn't want to do that, and so I got in as undecided, and in the first semester, I started looking into business, and I thought that it would be an interesting field. And so I talked to my advisor at the time, and she recommended that I talk to different students in the business program, and also reach out to some professors to learn about what they're teaching. And I actually talked to a couple of professors, and I also talked to a lot of students who were in different majors in the business program. And I really love what I heard, how they talk about their experiences and what they're learning, how that's helped them in either internships or maybe future job opportunity. And from then, I actually started as an operation and MIS major, which is the more technical side of business. And in the past year, I ended up changing to management, leadership, and marketing because I found out that I really like the more so non-technical side of business. And even though one of the things that the school does, which is really cool, is that you each take all the business major, you take classes in management, finance, you take classes in all the majors, which helps you get that well-rounded education. But then in your junior year, you can choose to really specialize in a specific one. And so I figured that going into management leadership would be a better fit for me because it also aligns with a lot of what I do on campus. I've really been involved in different clubs and done a lot of leadership opportunities on campus. And I figured that this will be good. And so that's why I'm in management leadership, and I really like it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Narcisse. I think that's common, and something good for students to hear is that it's okay to change your mind. That's a big part of this, is you start maybe one idea with one passion, and then you come and then you see others. And that's really what the CCB CCB program tries to do is exactly what you're saying. We want everybody to be diversified. So you take one class, a little bit here, a little bit there. And it really does come from communicating with professors and professionals in the field. So thank you so much for that. I do think that we have Sandy who has joined the call. Sandy, are you there? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sorry about that. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can. Thank you, Sandy.
Okay, awesome. Hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I am a senior finance major with a minor in management information systems and accounting. A fun fact about me is I like to kayak. My favorite course at CCB would have to be investment analysis. You're able to take the junior level and senior level class and really get that practical experience in training in the stock market. Right on the first floor of the CCB building, you can use the Bloomberg terminals to kind of monitor the daily trades and really able to take advantage of that practical experience.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sandy. Can I follow up with another question for you directly? How did you choose your CCB major? What helped you decide?
Yeah, in high school, I wasn't really sure of what to really major in because I had multiple interests. But what really stuck is when I took my AP Stats class during my senior year of high school. I really liked analyzing financial information and being able to make some strategic decisions based off of that. So it really made it a no-brainer to declare a finance major, and it really helped to have some family in the business areas, like they were studying accounting and finance. So it was just a good way to reach out to them and get some details on what the industry is like, because it is really expanding.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Sandy. Great feedback. Does anyone else want to add? Shall I continue on with these questions? You guys are doing great. Okay, third question, and I will direct this to Giovanna first. Who or what is your biggest supporter in CCB? Did you have a certain connection with a certain professor, peer mentor, maybe an employer, your advisor?
Yeah, so I think a lot of people from College of Business know Professor Jacqueline Einstein. She's honestly the best. She's been really great at just helping me put myself out there. And, throughout, I've had like so many projects in her class, and I've like so many ways to like engage that kind of just helps me outside. And she's also my advisor. So she's been really supporting me through my major, and I kind of like keep her updated on career plans after I graduate. And she's just been like a really great resource to go to.
Mm-hmm. Great. Thank you. Edward, what about you?
In terms of who my biggest supporter in CCB is, I'd have to say, well, it's not a particular teacher. I feel like it's pretty much anybody, really. I can pop into anyone's office hours and just ask any type of questions regarding like their career choice in industry and get some sort of idea and get any kind of advice, because I like to ask more than one person different questions and try to get a gauge for something, and it's helped me figure out what should I look for in industry and what other things should I be able to accomplish while I'm in school. So I would, in general, I'd have to say the entire CCB faculty.
Oh, thank you. That's good to hear. That's definitely good to hear. Does anyone else want to comment, name drop, highlight?
I can drop a name drop.
Okay.
Like Edward was saying, the entire faculty of CCB is great. But if I was to give a shout out to anyone, I would give a shout out to an old professor and my current advisor, Christopher Jacobson, who I'm going to be talking to later this afternoon. But to be completely honest, ever since the pandemic dropped, he immediately reached out to myself and my peers and said, all right, this is the game plan for all of us, and this is how we're going to work together to achieve our goal, which is to ultimately graduate, find a job, potentially go into the master's program. But it was just so stress relieving for someone to come into your life and literally say, I understand what you're going through, but let us help you. Let us relieve some of that burden and just focus on strictly academics and whatever else we have going on in life. So I think that was definitely an eye-opening moment that made me realize why UMass Dartmouth was such a family-oriented place. And I'm sorry, I don't want to get emotional, but I just wanted to mention that.
No, thank you, Sean. That's so uplifting. I think that's what a lot of us were really trying to do. We wanted to make sure that you were staying uplifted, that we were staying motivated, and it was really a lot of our faculty and staff made a conscious effort to try and keep everybody close. And so I appreciate hearing that. Jacobson's awesome. So yes, shout out to him and to all of our faculty and staff. Thank you. So let's move on to the big question that I always love to hear. What are your plans after you graduate? With a business, obviously with a business degree from CCB, are you planning to go further in a master's program? Are you looking at a certain career path? Anybody can jump in, but I can definitely target. Narcisse, you want to start? How about you start, Narcisse, and then we'll work our way around.
All right. Yeah. So I'm so that's interesting because I'm studying business and I really like it, but I'm still sort of unsure of like what career path I want to take after graduation. Part of me wants to go into actually like the business sector and work at a private company, but also part of me wants to go into like the nonprofit sector of public service. But I do have an internship this summer at State Street as a product management intern, and I hope to learn from that and maybe help me discover if this is a path I want to go into after graduation. And so looking forward to that. And I also looking forward to my senior year. I think I'll be learning a lot more and hopefully make some decisions. So.
Thank you, Narcisse. Sandy, what about you? Your plans?
Yeah, so I am currently working at a company in Boston as a compliance intern. So after graduation, I would love to continue that career path full-time as a compliance analyst, specifically in the financial consulting space, just because I really love helping companies and others automate their process. And with the growth in compliance, there's so many regulations out there, and I'm always eager to learn what's going on in the news, and it really keeps me on my toes.
That sounds great. Very inspiring. Anyone else? Sean, Edward, Giovanna?
Sure. So I intend on getting my master's here at UMass Dartmouth. That's something that I'm going to be starting hopefully this upcoming spring because I tend to finish all my classes. But currently I'm working as an accountant intern at Clifton Larson Allen, which is nationally wide. The headquarters is in Minnesota, but I work out of the office in Quincy. And I was very hesitant about choosing accounting and getting an accountant internship. But this company really just like UMass Dartmouth, opened you up with welcoming arms, and they have literally paved the way in creating a career for myself. And it's definitely something that I recommend every student partakes in is an overall internship, because like Narcisse was saying, if you don't know like what's going on or like what you want to do in the future, even before a master's program, you want to get your feet wet in some sort of work experience. And that next level of internships is definitely something that I recommend for everybody.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Yeah, I really liked what he said. The internship thing I think is so important. Last summer I had an internship at Dell Technologies, and it was so fun. And the culture there is just amazing. And after finishing the internship, we had like an executive presentation, and I was able to take my skills that I learned in class and I applied in my internship. And after they offered me a full-time job and to come back, and I think it's really cool that internships can offer that type of experience and that opportunity. And after I graduate, I'll be starting a full-time role in August in their marketing development program. So I'm super excited to be working for a big company like that.
Good for you. Good for you. Anyone else? No, that's excellent. I would just like to end with this, that I was not a business student when I graduated from UMass Dartmouth. I graduated in psychology, but every day that I have worked with you students and in CCB has inspired me to get into business, to take my graduate program and to start with business foundations, because I think, if anything, the path that you all decide, whether you're figuring it out now or whether you're going to, take steps later, I think is just so inspiring. You all flexibility into the resiliency that business is. So thank you all. And thank you for everyone who joined us today. If there are no final thoughts, no final questions or comments, I would like to end this presentation. If there are any questions following up, please feel free to reach out to UMass Dartmouth CCB Advising at ccbadvising@umassd.edu. All right. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Bye-bye.